Wongarantes underneath it, back to Washington. Orge to Vargas, look for that a lot. Vargas, first kill of the 5th set.
I think both teams on this 5th set are looking to come out the gate strongest. How can you get that confident start, get that momentum going your way? Good start for Türkiye, straight to Vargas.
Karakurt serves again. Karakurt aiming for Frantti. Wongarantes comes in and takes it. Iden and Vargas close the block. Consecutive points for Türkiye to begin.
And consecutive stops on the MVP of the Olympics last summer. That's one way to shut down the confidence of the USA.
Vargas in the front court, Karakurt serving. That's Poulter's strength. Great pass. We did see Iden get her before on it, not this time.
Yeah, I believe that she knew what she was doing there. That ball really, really tight. She's front row anyway. She's able to use that speed to just beat the block.
Haley Washington. Service to Karakurt. Picked up by Jordan Thompson, and a net violation against Türkiye. We're tied at 2s.
Çebiçoğlu doing her very best to stay out of the net there as that momentum flows her into it, but another free point down USA's way.
Haley Washington says something to the bench before she goes to serve.
Probably told him this is going to be an ace.
Who knows? Washington, she's having a good time. Washington serve. Orge passes. A head dig. Poulter pushes Rettke out of the way, trying to get to Jordan Larson. Ball was out, no touch. Point Türkiye.
Scramble play there for the Turkish side, but bit of luck as no one touching that ball on the way through.
The veteran air them serving. Frantti is in the middle of the serve receive. Wongarantes taking every ball she can to free up Frantti to crush from the middle.
The serve receive unit of the USA has stepped up drastically in the last few sets. And exactly as you mentioned, the libero is stepping in so Frantti can have a full swing.
Poulter's serve. And they keep it on Çebiçoğlu. Dana Rettke gets a piece of Vargas. They're going to go back again. Larson on top of it. Here comes Çebiçoğlu. Back to Vargas again. Making Rettke run this way and the next. The defense of the United States finishes again with Frantti up the pipe.
Woo, the emotion right now on the USA side is something we have not seen at this level all day long. They are playing with their hearts on their sleeves, and Frantti a big part of that.
Poulter, again, going to Çebiçoğlu. This ball will go to Çebiçoğlu as well. Wow! Jordan Thompson has been outrageous. Rettke, huge difference maker in the 4th set as well as this 5th.
Yeah, the discipline in this block, there is no daylight between the hands of those blockers and the net. Absolutely no reason to test that block.
Poulter continues to serve this one between Çebiçoğlu and Karakurt. Little tip, picked up, Karakurt scratched the itch. She's been waiting for a kill.
Yeah, and Türkiye sneak and squeak out of that point because that was not going their direction. Now, that ball's picked up, but good work to run that down the middle, and Karakurt sees where the hands are, goes the opposite direction.
The fans are all excited because Vargas is on the service line. And she gets an ace off of Frantti. Vargas
pulling the trigger from the service line. I love watching her serve. Full power, full explosion. She's targeting that seam between the two, and they just don't have enough time to talk about it.
Perhaps the best server in the world, Vargas. Take, Frantti gets underneath it, Larson. It comes back on the United States side of things. Frantti comes in, she's gonna take the big swing. It's still alive. Oh, wow! Vargas Midas touch from the very end of the floor.
How do you even stop that? That's a great swing from Frantti. The touches just keep going. And Larson, looking like she thought that was gonna hit the net, was not ready to make the move. And, well, the momentum shift is beginning.
Yeah, I didn't. Vargas on the end line. Arantes gets it up. Jordan Thompson ready. Karakurt with the dig. It's gonna go outside. No touch. Evigen's shot goes wide.
Great defensive play on Türkiye's side, but again, a well-placed block.
Jordan Larson serves line. Very tough ball. Orge gets a piece of it. It is good. They run the middle as they should. Rettke puts it down, back third of the court.
Good work by USA. Again, pressuring Türkiye on that reception. They are hustling every single ball. That one had to hurt. But the angle to get it back over from there, Türkiye not out of this yet.
United States regains the lead, 7-6. Larson keeps the pressure on. Ball is still up. The defense, you cannot rest no matter how spectacular the block looks. What a response by Ali Frantti.
Frantti with fresh legs after sitting on the bench the first few sets, now coming in absolutely guns blazing, and that might be the difference maker. Türkiye is tired in the second half of this set, having gone.
Larson's serve, well passed. Vargas can be chased down. Frantti gives a free ball. And the very worst kind of mistake for Türkiye.
Santarelli saying, turn those brains back on. I saw Larson get a little frustrated as she set that ball. Here's the great dig, and it's coming up high. She's thinking she wants Frantti to swing at that, but miscommunication, that'll do nicely for USA.
Absolutely, I think both Karakurt and Vargas were sending somebody else to pass so they could do this.
Yeah, they're not used to being right next to each other in that lineup. Certainly neither one of them is the go-to for the overpass and the free ball. Surprised the libero didn't jump in and take it, but Vargas now back to doing what she does, which is swing high and hard.
Evigen serve, Arantes dimes the pass, back out to Frantti, who has been crushing balls since she entered in the fourth set.
Frantti's been an absolute game changer. She's up to 5 points already, and most of those coming from that big, heavy swing. She's seeing the opportunity there. There's just a sliver of daylight between the blockers, and she goes up early, swinging hard.
Rettke's serve is good. Shaheen to Erdem behind. The veteran Erdem, steady as she goes.
You know, the challenge for Türkiye right now is to chip away at that lead. Can they get a couple of break points here with Erdem on the serve? We'll see.
Larson passes. Frantti looking for hands. And she's not asking Karakurt to challenge. She was wishful thinking.
Yeah, and I still like her swinging high on that, but exactly just a little bit over the fingers.
Türkiye serving to even the score at tens. JT Jordan Thompson barrels through. What a choice by Poulter.
Exactly what I was going to say. She is forcing the blockers of Türkiye to run that long distance back and forth. She's opening up some space in the block. Just that little bit of space as Karakurt's reaching a little outside. Easy pickings for Thompson.
Front court setter, both sides. That one hurts.
USA's done such a good job to cut down on those errors since the first set. Remember, last set they only had 2 errors. This time they're still only at 2.
Şahin serving for Türkiye. Larson, perfect pass. Washington behind. Ball is tipped. Here it comes again. Washington going behind again. This time, Karakurt, heavy roof.
Türkiye needed that more than they needed the air to breathe. Shutting down Washington one-on-one, and Karakurt's just a little further inside this time. She loves to reach to the outside, so that time set up absolutely perfectly.
4-point game to decide the winner. Pass from Frantti, she'll come in. Huge block in front of her, no question about it. College and Vargas again. She's trying to go for hands. Was it in? No. Watch this ball. Oh, out by such a tiny margin.
Very, very close. Frantti, I think, hoping for a touch this time. Last time she was really high over the block. Again, this time brought it down ever so slightly.
Karshkarai takes a challenge, asking if there was a touch on the block about it, and no, there is no touch.
Just enough time for USA, though, to calm down, not allowing Türkiye to go on a big, heavy run here.
And that may very well be the point of the challenge. Türkiye, +1. Frantti, sent back. It's sent back. How? College on top of her game.
Kalac has been dominating the net in the last couple of points. Türkiye having a field day here.
We've got the dub sub coming in right now. Giving us a side out. One tough serve, and we're off to the races.
Medalists, 5th set. Türkiye, 2 points away from taking down the United States. Kalia Lanier is in for the United States. Şahin, ace serve! What a turnaround from Türkiye after an abysmal 4th set.
Şahin drops that, barely any spin on it, and that's that conversation zone between the 2 players, that channel between the receivers that's been giving USA difficulty all day.
This is for the match. Şahin. Ball is out. And the United States is gonna have to fend off 3 Türkiye match points. But right now, thinking about just one, Ali Frantti behind the service line. Match point number 2, Türkiye. Pass is good, Vargas absolutely. Arantes gets underneath it. Again, Vargas tips. The ball is down. The #1 team in the world with a 5-set win over the defending Olympic gold medalist, USA. What a match.
So much credit has to go to Türkiye here. They did not give an inch. They struggled in a couple of sets there as USA started to find their footing again. Even when they're down in the 5th set, you cannot count them.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like and make sure to subscribe to Power Volleyball for more volleyball videos.